Let's get started. We're going to warm up. So we're going to do a standing warm-up. We're going to start on our feet. We're going to take our hands, and all we have to do is reach out, reaching out long, and we're going to rotate our wrists, making large circles, putting our fingers all the way around while holding our arms up. And it's getting our wrists started. Now, it started with the wrists instead of the fingertips, but we're going to move out to the fingertips. And then we're going to rotate the other way. Why do we want our wrists ready? We're going to be grabbing weight, moving it through space, and then some of our mat work, putting our hands on the floor, on our mat, and so forth. We want our wrists ready to bear the weight and the resistance. All right, and while we're reaching out, open the hands, reaching the palms out wide, and we're going to open the fingers and close them. So open and closing, grabbing. Now all the time we're keeping the arms up, pointing them out sideways, and that's going to keep our shoulders nice and warm. Our shoulders are getting ready the whole time with some isometric or non-movement exercise. All right. Now from here, keeping our shoulders engaged, we're going to rotate. Let's make circles. Best circles from the elbow while keeping the shoulders activated. That means the elbows are still pointed out towards, well, for me, I got mirrors. You have walls. We're just rotating in and out, and then we'll go the other way. Our shoulders should be getting warm at this point. Now, we'll start circling from the shoulder, crossing the arms in front. Now, I switched my crisscross, and that's my left over top, my right over top, but just kind of diving in. Big circles on the warm shoulders. That's what we want. And then from here, we're going to reverse that, still crossing in the front, and we're circling. Circling. Our shoulders, right here, start to feel nice and warm. Now we're going to take the shoulders, relax the arms by the side, and we're going to lift our shoulders up to our ears, bring them forward, reaching them forward, reaching them down, reaching them back, and then back. Just making shoulder shrug circles. Shoulder shrug circles. That's a tongue twister. We're shrugging through. This is getting the areas around our neck and what connects into our shoulder, a little bit of our chest, some of our back. For our shoulder shrug circles, tongue twister. And we're going to rotate backwards. So we're just reversing the circle, going backwards. And when we're back here, when our shoulders are back, we're squeezing our shoulder blades together, squeezing the back, rolling the shoulders. Good breathing, relaxed breathing. All right, now we're going to warm up just our neck region because this area that connects to the shoulder comes up into our neck. We're going to point our chin down. We're going to look up. We're going to look back down. We'll look left. We'll look right. And then chin to chest. Rolling, looking up. 1 circle. 2 circle. 3 circle. We're looking down. We'll look up. Look down. Look right. Left. And then chin to chest. Making our circles. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go through it again. Up, down, left, right, to the chin and around. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll go up, down, right, left, and to the chin. Chin to chest. Bring it around. 1, 2, and 3. And back to neutral. All right. From here, we're going to move down the spine, and hit our waist. So we spread our feet, bend the knees slightly, and we're just going to twist at the waist. Gentle twisting of the waist. It's going to stimulate the hips a little bit, but we're just looking for the waist twist. We want to get all this mobile and flexible because we're doing abs today. We're going to work on our core with our upper body. So we're twisting it up. What I like to do is I like to add my arms, just do a gentle swing, wrap my arms around the body, reach for my shoulder and my back. Breathing in and out, in and out. I'll spread my wings. I'll add a little flap to a twist. Always keeping the arms as active as possible as we're going through our exercise, our warm-up. Now, essentially, we've prepared our waist and our arms, but I like to move through a couple other joint areas just to get everybody. All right, so our feet are planted. We're in the hips. We're going to kick our hip out. I'm just rotating them around gently. As big a circle as we can. Loosening up, creating flexibility in the hip joint. And we'll rotate the other way. We're just doing a few times each direction as we warm up. All right. And just for the knees, we're just going to do some butt kicks. Just lifting the leg up behind. Letting the knees still point down towards the floor. Feel a little stretch in the quad. Over just a little flex in the hamstring. Just to warm up the knees, we'll be getting up and down with some things. We want the knees bent for a lot of exercise, just so that they're strong and ready. We don't want to lock any joints. And there we go. All right. Now that we've done that, let's grab our weights, water bottles, whatever kind of resistance you have, or no resistance at all. We're going to start with is the bicep curl. So let's grab our weights and get a little closer so we can see. All right. With our bicep curl, we're going to keep our elbows connected to our body. So when I curl it, my elbow's not going to do that. It's not going to come forward. It's going to stay here, and I'm going to lift and squeeze it. All right. If we don't have weight, if we don't have any dumbbells, these are my light dumbbells, what we're going to do is we're going to slowly squeeze up, creating our own tension, holding, and then squeezing down. Almost pushing down into our rested position. All right, we're going to try our hands at 10 reps. Let's give it a go. All right, I'll turn this way so you can see. Elbows are locked in. My knees are slightly bent. Weights in my heels so my posture's upright. And I'm going to squeeze, nice and easy. Hold it for a moment, and then pull it down. It's easier to pull it down when you have weights in your hands. Squeeze it up. Hold it for a moment and squeeze it down. And that's 2. We're going to squeeze it up. Hold it for a moment. Squeeze it down. That's 3. Let's squeeze it up. Hold it for a moment. Bring it down. That's 4. Bring it up. Bring it down. 5. Bring it up. Down. That's 6. And squeeze it up. Hold it for a moment. 7. Squeeze it up. Hold it for a moment. 8. Bring it up. Hold it. Down. 9. One more. Squeeze it up. Nice and easy. Squeeze it. Hold it. Bring it down. 10. So I did it with the weights. You tried your first set. But if I didn't have any weights, I would stand here, and I usually I clench a fist like an imaginary weight, and I squeeze Squeezing all this very tight, like I'm resisting myself. Imagining I'm lifting heavy weight. Now what I like to do is turn my hands over and then push down, squeezing through. And then that's what we repeat. Nice and slow, concentrated, mind in the muscle, creating the activity with our will and focus. Keeping the breathing even. Breathe in, exhale. And when we exhale, when we exert ourselves, we're going to exhale. Next, we're going to take our weights. We're going to start here. And we're going to push up into the air. Ready? It's our overhead press. If we don't have weights, we can open our palms or hold our fists. And we're going to squeeze up. And when we get to the top, we're going to reach as high as we can. And then we're going to pull it down. And if it looks like we're making the muscle, that's what we're doing. I'm going to imitate the same movement, but with our weights. You guys ready? All right. So our feet again. How about hip to shoulder width apart? My knees are slightly bent so that I have some comfort, some stability. I'm holding the weights up. And then I'm going to push. Reaching as high as I can. Reaching for the ceiling. Keeping the back straight. Pull. Bringing the elbows down. Reaching up. Back straight, body straight. Reaching up. Pulling down. 2. Reaching up. Reaching. Pulling down. 3. And we're going to push up. Reaching high. Down. 4. And up. Reaching and down. 5 and up and down. 6 and up, reaching and down. 7 and up, reaching and down. 8 and up and down. 9, one more, reaching all the way up, nice and high. Bringing it down. And 10. Excellent work. So when we're creating our own tension, we're just creating the contraction. And at the high point of the movement, we're reaching into the movement, creating good alignment and balance in the body. All right? Next, now that we've curled, we've reached. Now let's pull. So when we pull, or the row, we're going to hinge at our hips. We can be up a little bit. We want to get as flat as possible. We're going to grab our weights, or otherwise, planting our heels. Our feet are hip and shoulder width apart. And we're going to reach our elbows to the ceiling. Reach our elbows nice and high. Squeezing our shoulder blades together. All right? We're going to go nice and easy, nice and smooth. Big squeeze and hold. And we're going to bring it down. All right? So let's grab our weights. Or if we don't have them, we don't need them. I'm going to get closer so you can see me. We're going to turn to the side. Reaching down. Nice flat back, hinged at the hips. Feet shoulder width apart or hip distance apart. We're going to lift those elbows up to the sky, squeezing for a moment, and then pushing down, nice and easy. Reaching towards the floor. 1, we'll bring it up and down. 2, bringing it up and down. 3, and up, squeeze it, and down. 4, bring it up, squeeze it, bring it down. 5, and squeeze it up, and down. 6, squeezing up, bringing it down. 7, bring it up, and down. 8, squeezing it up, down. 9, up and down. 10, that's it. There's 1 to 10. I was going to keep going. So we can shake that loose. Let's loosen up because we're going to feel that heat and that tension. Now, let's move on to our weights. Let's move on to our mats. We've been doing weights. Mat time. We're going to move on to our mats, and we're going to stimulate, push a little more. We're going to start with plank. So, I'm going to move my weights out of the way. We go here to our mats, and now we're going to climb down. We can start from a standard lying down position or from a high position. And what we're going to do is walk it out. Our hands want to be under our shoulders. We want to reach our legs out if we're from our knees, or reach our feet up if we're up here. And from here, we're going to hold and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll walk ourselves into our table position. What's great about the plank is that we're not just working our triceps and upper body in the pushing direction, but we're also trying to keep our tummy tight, and that's the beginning of our core work. What I like about table position, it's a good place. This is table, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Is that we're in a nice, stable posture. We can find out where our hands are. This is also a little bit of work. And from here, we can inhale, arching the back, just slightly, lifting the head up. Exhale, around the back, lower the head down. Grab the little spinal stretch. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now what we'll try from here, either from table position, or we can bring our knees out a little further, or we can come up to our toes. It's up to you. We're going to start here, and we're going to bring ourselves down, nice and slow. Nice and slow. Then when we come up, we're going to come up any way we like. Typically, I like to go back to table before standing my legs back up. All right? If I was doing it from table position, I would just be bringing myself down, nice and easy. If I was doing it with my knees extended a little further, and that would be it. All right? So, we've done 1. Let's move on to 2. We're going to try 5. So, we're in our position. Arms engaged, cores engaged. Bring ourselves down. 3, 2, 1. And then we can come up any way we like. I like to come back to table before I go back up. Then we bring ourselves down nice and easy. 3, 2, 2. Well, that's 3. And we're going to bring ourselves back up. And then get ourselves ready. 3, 2, 4. We don't have to push up too hard. Just going to climb back up nice and easy. Last one. I'm going to do this one from table. 3, 2, 1. And then from table, I'll just push back up. You can develop your push-up from your knees and from even a table position. So if I were to develop my push-up from the table position, it's not a perfect up and down because of the position of my legs, but I can go down and lift up. And it's a little less resistance, but it's still 100% work. So now that we've done that, let's maneuver over and start to isolate our core. We worked our arms with our core. Now let's isolate it. So, when our seated position, we're going to bend our knees. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do a crunch as we lean back, and then we're going to come back to the top. If we need our hands to help, they're here to help, but not here to do the work, using our abs. Ready? So now I'll come down, and I'm crunching. Now, there's space between me and the floor. I'm trying my best not to go to the floor, and then I'm coming up. So if you can only go down this far, that's far enough. Come back up. If you can go closer, go closer. So let's try our 2. Nice and easy. Slow, feeling the tension in the stomach, and then coming back. 3. Slow, feel the tension, bring it back. 4. Slow it down, bring it back. 5. Down, and back. 6. Making it tight. 7. Squeezing. 8. Bringing it down. 9. One more. Slow ab movements. 10. From here, we put our hands down on the mat. We can lean back onto our elbows if necessary. We can stay up. It's a little more challenging. Up. And go back to our elbows, or we can go all the way down to the floor on the mat. I like the in-between on my elbows. With our knees bent, what we're going to do is we're going to lift one leg, and then switch. And it looks, with the knees bent, it looks like we're running. So we're going to do a little bit of a running man or running person for a few seconds. We're going to count them off. Each one is going to be 1. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to try to go to 30. Ready? So we'll lift 1, and we're just kind of running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent work. Now, we're going to try a little exercise for our sides. Then we're going to stretch out and cool down. So we're going to get under our side. From here, I'm planted this elbow, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my hip towards the ceiling, flexing the lower oblique. I like to put my hand on the hip. You can put your hand on the floor for extra balance. So again, the hands are there to help, but the abs do the work. So we lift, and then we're going to bring it down. 1, up and down. 2, up and down. 3, up and down. 4, if I bend my knees and move based on my knees, up and down. 5, up and down. 6, up and down. 7, up and down. 8, up and down. 9, one more, up. So my knees are still down. Still feeling it here. And down 10. Flip to our other side. Elbows down. I'm going to start with my heels down, my feet. Hands on my hips. And we're going to go up and down. 1, up and down. 2, up and down. 3, up and down. 4, up and down. 5. If we want to modify, to bend our knees and move based on the position of the knee. Up and down. 6, up and down. 7, up and down. 8, up and down. 9, up and down. 10. Still feeling it here, whether I'm pivoting from the knee or from the heel. Now, let's roll over to our tummy. And we're going to push up, lifting the chest and chin to the sky, stretching the abs out, breathing in, exhale, back down. Breathe in, coming up, exhale, back down. Breathing in, exhale, breathe in, and exhale. From here, we can come up, walking into our table position. Firm arms, firm legs. Breathing in, lifting up, looking up to our cow position. Exhale, head down, round back. Okay. Breathe in and out. Breathing in, cow. Out. Okay. In and out. In and out. From here, we can step up to our feet. As we come out of that position, what I like to do is get my legs ready, and then we hug it out. Some arm swinging, opening and closing, reaching the thumbs back, and then thumbs are always trying to find the back of the house. So my thumbs are back here, this way, and then my thumbs are pointed back this way. So there's a little bit of a wrist rotation as I'm stretching my chest back, allowing my arms to relax, letting the momentum move the blood through my arms, relaxing the muscles. We're trying to get back to normal. We've done a good bit of work. Nice little half hour, midday experience. And then from here, we're going to take one hand, we'll reach across and hook behind the elbow, grab at the elbow, and just reach and feel it across the back. And breathe. One of the most important things about stretching, you want to breathe. Every time we exhale, we relax, we inhale, we recharge. We breathe and reach deep into the belly. We can release and switch and breathe. Excellent. Breathe. Let's do one more breath in and out. We're going to take that first hand and we're going to reach over, patting ourselves in the back, grab the elbow, and we're just going to give it a gentle tug. We're going to feel it along the tricep. Standing up straight, breathing in and out. Another breath, deep breath. Breathe and release as we return to normal. Reaching over with the other hand, we're going to pat ourselves in the back because we did a great job today. Gently pulling at the elbow, standing up straight, and we breathe in and out. And we breathe. And we breathe. Deep breath into the belly. And we release. Now what I like to do is I like to shake. Shake it out. We've done plenty right here in front. And I just like to shake my hands and wrists. Little chicken wing action, shaking my arms. A little shoulder shrug. Let it bounce. Shake, shake, shake. And I'm relaxing. Trying to create relaxation, looseness, and flexibility in my arms. Because I just worked them. I pushed tension into my arms, and now I want to push release and relaxation into my arms so that I can go back to normal. I can gain all the gain of the strength, eat my nutritious foods, drink my waters, and get the benefits of my fitness without any soreness or many of the drawbacks. Because we want flexibility and mobility when we're using our strength. Thank you so much for joining me for Arms and Abs. Next week, I'll be doing yoga. So, hope you have a great day, everyone.